We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Stompers baseball here on this Monday night from Palooza Park at Arnold Field, the last game of the regular season. The Stompers hosting the Vallejo Admirals. Welcoming everybody. Forrest Hunt here with you, everybody watching on Sonoma TV and listening on the Stompers Radio Network. The Stompers 44-19 entering the ball game tonight. Vallejo 34-29, winners of 2 in a row. Stompers losers of 2 straight. It's Ethan Gibbons and Harold Miles here in this final game here tonight before the playoffs get underway later on this week. Just moments away from first pitch, so here's the starting lineup for the Vallejo Admirals as announced by manager P.J. Phillips. Leading off at second base, it's Tillman Pugh. Okoye Dixon will bat second. He's the designated hitter. Nick Akins in left field will bat third. Montrell Marshall is the cleanup man. He will play first base. Vlad Gomez hits fifth in right. Wilkins Jimenez does the catching for Vallejo, and he will bat sixth. Chevy Clark is in center field hitting seventh. Matt Uresti, the shortstop, will hit eighth. And Chris Fornacci rounds out the lineup at third base, batting ninth. He'll face the 5'10 right-hander from Suisun City, California, Ethan Gibbons, in his 23rd appearance, his 7th start. Each of his last 2 starts have been against the Admirals. He had a quality start against Vallejo, and then he got hit around a little bit here in this ballpark the last time that he faced this Admirals lineup. So Pugh, Dixon, Akins, Marshall, Gomez, Jimenez, Clark, Uresti, and Fornacci against Ethan Gibbons, who is 1-1 in 2 starts against the Admirals here this year. Tillman Pugh, the second baseman, stands in 278. 8 home runs, 37 runs batted in, right-handed hitter. Gibbons, the righty, out of the windup. His first pitch is swung on and missed. First pitch at 6'10 and 90 degrees. No balls and a strike, and Pugh hits the 0-1 pitch on the ground to second and slips coming out of the box. So Pedro Barrios, probably the easiest ground ball of his life. Pugh made it about 10 feet out of the box, and then Barrios threw him out at first. So that's how we get underway here tonight. Pugh slipped out of the right-handed batter's box, and with 1 out, here's Okoye Dixon. Dixon at 356, and through 16 games, he's hit 11 home runs and driven in 28. The right-handed hitter, former big leaguer. Homered last time these 2 teams faced off. It was off of Gibbons in the first inning of that ball game. Here's the first pitch to Dixon, and a fastball from Gibbons is inside. 1 ball, no strikes on the big right-hander. Defensively for the Stompers, Barfield's in left, DeAngelis in center, Williams in right. The 1-0 on the way, and Dixon fouls it straight back. 1-1 the count. On the left side of the infield, Quincer and Romero, Barrios and Gillespie on the right side, and Bronson Butcher behind the plate for the Stompers here tonight. DeAngelis in center field, shaded slightly over toward left center with the wind blowing a little bit toward right center field. The 1-1 curveball from Gibbons is upstairs, ball 2. No score just underway, top of the first inning. Each of these teams 5-5 in their last 10. Here's the 2-1 from Gibbons, and Dixon takes a fastball inside, ball 3. Three-one pitch on the way from Gibbons to Dixon, and he pops it up out of play off to the right. The count is full on the Vallejo designated hitter. We're the only game going tonight. San Rafael, Napa, Salina have all finished their seasons. And the standings are set. So as it stands right now is how it'll be going into the playoffs, and we'll get to that. Bases empty, 1 away. Payoff pitch on the way from Gibbons, and Dixon fouls it away. San Rafael finished 38-26. Napa finished 29-35, and Salina finished 14-50. 3-2 on Okoye Dixon. Nick Aiken Sr. waits on deck. Barrios, the shortstop, pulled up toward the middle of the payoff pitch one more time, and that's a breaking ball, and it misses high. And in on Dixon So one out walk puts Dixon at first, and now it's Nick Aikens Sr. So Dixon, who homered off of Gibbons the last time these two teams played, thinking, okay, you pitch him carefully, put him on first, but now Nick Aikens Sr., who leads the league with 21 home runs, will bat and a chance to drive in two anytime he's in the box. 259 average, he's driven in 53. Same defensive positioning as Aikens calls time. Barrios is right up the middle, just a step to the right of the second base bag. And DeAngelis shaded toward left center. Dixon not a very big lead over at first, and Gibbons deals, and Aikens swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Vallejo 5 games over 500. Gibbons set at the chest. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Aikens Sr., and he hits it in the air to center. DeAngelis moving over toward the right center gap. He calls off Miles Williams and makes the catch for the second out. Here's Montrell Marshall, the cleanup man. 336 average for Marshall, 9 home runs and 31 runs batted in. Also in limited action with the Admirals here this year. Marshall in his 30th game tonight. Short lead by Dixon at first. The first pitch from Gibbons, and Marshall lines it into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Into the gap, DeAngelis to cut it off. Dixon's not stopping. He'll go to third. The throw goes into second base, and it is not in time. Marshall has a 2-out double, and Vallejo has a pair of runners in scoring position here in the top of the first. A 2-out double by Marshall. That brings Vlad Gomez to the plate. Second and third and 2 out. So now Gibbons will have to pitch out of a little jam here in the first. Pugh grounded to second. Dixon walked. Aikens fly to center. And then Marshall the double to left center field. Gomez, a right-handed hitter. Slightly open stance, 280. He's driven in 39. Gibbons works out of the stretch with runners at second and third, and his first pitch breaking ball is in for a called strike. Gibbons 3-4 this year, an ERA of 7.63. He's allowed 38 runs in 43 2/3 on 58 hits, 53 strikeouts, and 25 walks for the right-hander. The 0-1. Another breaking ball, this one on the outside corner. Gomez watches it again for strike 2. Gibbons trying to strand a pair of runners at second and third. DeAngelis shading toward right center where the wind blows out toward right center field. On 0-2, Gibbons way ahead. Butcher sets the target. He'll look out towards second. Now he deals on 0-2, and Gomez lines it into right field. Coming on is Williams. He slides, can't make the catch. Dixon's going to score. Here comes Marshall. The throw to the plate is not in time. 2-run single to right for Vlad Gomez, and it's 2-0 Vallejo. 41 runs batted in now for Vlad Gomez, and that glaring sun in right making it difficult for Miles Williams. He came in hard on it, went into a slide, and could not come up with the catch. 2 runs come in, Vallejo on top. 2-0, and now it's the catcher Wilkins Jimenez. First pitch from Gibbons, a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. 260 for Jimenez. From the stretch, Gomez will go back to first, a throw over from Gibbons. Gomez is speedy base runner. He has a pretty healthy lead over at first. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Runner goes. The pitch is high. Throw to second, and plenty of time to get Gomez. So Vlad Gomez caught stealing. Butcher throws him out. 2-4 on the putout for the final out of the inning. Vallejo on the board. The 2-run single by Vlad Gomez. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Got a Barfield, Barrios, and the rest of the Stomper lineup when we return right here on Sonoma TV and on the Stompers Radio Network.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Bottom of the first inning, Stompers trail 2-0 early. And here's the lineup for the Stompers as announced by manager Zach Pace and presented by Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Gatta leads off. He's the designated hitter. Jacob Barfield bats second in left field. Pedro Barrios hits third at second base. Brent Gillespie at first. He's the cleanup man. Miles Williams hits fifth and right. Chris Quitzer at third base will bat sixth. Bronson Butcher does the catching. He'll hit seventh. Rob DeAngelis will bat eighth in center field. And Rayson Romero rounds out the lineup at shortstop as Nick Gatta takes a ball outside from right-hander Harold Miles in his 17th appearance, his first start of this season. For the tall right-hander, Miles, his 1-0 pitch on the way, and Gatta takes strike one. 1-0 the record for Miles, a 7.5 ERA. 19 runs in 19 innings on 17 hits. Is 1-1, and Gatta shoots it foul down the left field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Nick Gatta, the left-handed hitter, the designated hitter. Gatta's second in the league in average, 369. First and on base at 550. On 1-2, the pinch from Miles, and Gatta takes a breaking ball down below the knees. 82 walks for Nick Gatta. That's just 2 shy of the league record held by Stomper manager Zach Pace. Here is the 2-2 pitch, and he hits it on the ground left side. Uresti over in the hole. Long throw to first is in time to get Gatta. So Nick grounds to short to open the Stomper part of the first inning, and now it's left fielder Jacob Barfield. Barfield sitting at 299 here in the final game of the regular season with 19 home runs. He'd love to get it to 20. .46 runs batted in for Barfield. First pitch on the way to Barfield, and he rolls it foul over into the Vallejo third base dugout. On one hop right into the dugout. No balls and 1 strike. The count on Barfield. Right-handed Miles delivers a breaking ball in the inside corner for a called strike 2. Defensively for Vallejo, it's Akins, Clark, and Gomez around the outfield. Here comes the 0-2, and Barfield takes high, ball 1. Fornacci and Uresti on the left side, Pugh and Marshall on the right side, and Wilkins Jimenez does the catching for Harold Miles. 1-2 pitch on the way to Barfield, and he pops it up down the right field line. Long run for Gomez over into foul territory, and that will get out of play. 2-0 Vallejo on the Vlad Gomez 2-run single in the first. One, two, Miles back on the mound. In center field, Clark shaded slightly toward right center. 1-2 on the way to Barfield, and he takes inside as he pulls the hands back toward the body out of the way. Shadows on the infield. Here to start the ball game. Montrell Marshall, the only infielder in the sunlight. 2-2 on the way, and Barfield's out in front. Breaking ball from Miles, and Barfield's down on strikes, and that's the second out here in the first. So quickly 2 away in the bottom of the first inning, and now Pedro Barrios will bat. Against Harold Miles, making his first start of the season on the final day of the regular season. Barrios the hitter, right-handed second baseman. Here's the first pitch, and he takes a breaking ball, called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Miles working out of the windup. His 0-1 pitch on the way, and Barrios shoots it foul down the right field line, 0-2. Against his Stompers this year, Miles' only relief appearances until tonight. 5 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts in those 5 relief appearances. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and Barrios takes a fastball high. One ball, 2 strikes with Gillespie on deck. Straight away defensively, except for Clark in center. He's shaded toward right center. The 1-2 is rolled on the ground is short. Uresti backing up on it. He has to get rid of it quickly, and a long stretch by Montrell Marshall over at first base, and the Stompers go down in order here in the first. So we'll go to the second. It's the Admirals 2, the Stompers nothing.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Top of the second inning, 2-0 Vallejo. Jimenez, Clark, and Uresti, 6, 7, and 8 hitters, and the first pitch from Gibbons is fouled back to the screen. The count is 0-1. Jimenez was at the plate when Gomez was thrown out trying to steal second base to end the top of the first inning. No balls in his strike to count on the right-handed hitting catcher. Gibbons from the windup, the 0-1, and he chases a curveball down in the dirt. And just like that, Gibbons way ahead, 0-2. 11-5 the overall record against the Admirals here in 2019. 5-1 here at home and 6-4 on the road. Gibbons on 0-2, and Jimenez chases a breaking ball, strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Ethan Gibbons, one away in the second. 3-pitch strikeout for Gibbons for his first. Here's Chevy Clark, the center fielder. Stompers were 5-0 against Vallejo here at home at one point until the last time these two teams played here, a 6-2 win for the Admirals. Here's the first pitch to Clark, and he fouls it back to the screen. Fastball from Gibbons on the outer half. Clark got a piece. It's 0-1. Stompers coming off a 8-7 loss to Napa yesterday afternoon. Here's the 0-1, and Clark takes on the outside corner, a called strike 2. And in that ball game, the Stompers, who trailed 2-0 at one point, led 6-3 at one point in that game as Clark lines it in the air to left center field. DeAngela's backing up on it. He makes the catch for the second out. And then led 7-3 at one point until the Josh Montalongo grand slam in the 7th inning to tie things up, and then Napa walking it off in the bottom of the 9th inning on an Austin Fitzpatrick pinch hit RBI single, the first time this year that the Stompers have been walked off on. And, well, in the regular season, it'll be the last because, well, there's no chance to get walked off on here today. Here's Matt Uresti, the left-handed hitting shortstop, and Gibbons' first pitch is a fastball down in the dirt. So 10 road losses and 1 by way of the walk-off. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Here's the pitch from Gibbons. And Uresti takes a fastball above the letters, ball 2. Uresti hitting at .259, 8 home runs and 28 RBIs on the season. Play him straight away defensively. Gibbons 2-0 pitch. Uresti's late on a fastball, 2-1. Stompers trying to win the final game of the season, maybe get some momentum going into the playoffs. Have to wait till Friday night. The 2-1. High ball 3. So with the playoff bracket set, Vallejo will host Napa on Wednesday night. The winner of that will go to San Rafael on Thursday night to play the 2-seeded Pacifics. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and Uresti rolls it foul up first. And then the winner of that game on Thursday night will travel here to Palooza Park at Arnold Field and play the Stompers in Game 1 on Friday night. 3-game series here in 2019, different than years past. Payoff pitch on the way, and Uresti lines a soft liner into left field over Romero at shortstop. That's a base hit. So a 3-game series this year. Friday night will be here. Saturday night will be away against whoever wins that game on Thursday against San Rafael. And then an if necessary Sunday game will be played right back here. So the Stompers 2 home games if necessary. Runner at first and 2 out. Runner goes. First pitch is taken low, and it gets past Butcher all the way to the screen, so Uresti will have a stolen base. Pitch missed low to Chris Fornacci, and the count is 1-0. The playoff bracket set has been for some time. Right now, the hottest team going in to the playoffs is San Rafael, but they'll have to wait until Thursday night. Their final game of the regular season was yesterday afternoon, a 15-2 win over Salina. Gibbons looks to second, the 1-0. That's hit in the air towards center field. DeAngela's going back on it, sprinting out towards center, now moving to his left, over toward the right center field gap, and he makes the catch. No runs on a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the home half of the second inning. Middle third of the Stomper order due up, trailing 2-0.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Bottom of the second inning, 2-0. Stompers trail this one. Brent Gillespie's going to lead things off against Harold Miles, and his first pitch is taken down low. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Brent Gillespie. Just 15 pitches needed for Miles in the first inning. Got a strikeout and a pair of ground balls to the shortstop, Uresti. Gillespie hitting at .305, 16 home runs, 52 runs batted in. Left-handed hitting first baseman. The 1-0 pitch is a little bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes to count on the left-handed slugger. Here's the pitch. Gillespie swings through a fastball. It's 2-1. So for Brent Gillespie, his last home run came on the 17th of August in the 30-5 win against the Silverados, which seems like an eternity ago, and he lines a base hit to right center field. Clark over to cut it off. Gillespie is going to stop at first. A leadoff single in the bottom of the second. So now it's Miles Williams. Gillespie at first. Nobody out. Miles Williams against Harold Miles. They spell it differently. Miles Williams, M-I, and Harold Miles, M-Y. His first pitch to Williams, and that hit him on the left shoulder. So Williams will go down to first on his 13th hit by pitch this season. He's been hit more than anybody else on the team. 90 to the shoulder blade does not feel that good. So now it's Chris Quitzer, who has had a heck of a time here over the last week plus. Went into the game yesterday 0 for his last 14, and then went 0 for 3, so 0 for his last 17 before hitting a 2-run home run in that game. He takes inside here. 1 ball and no strikes. So now just 1 for his last 19. 1-0 pitch from Miles is taken low, ball 2. So 1 for his last 19 with a walk and a home run. Heading the count 2-0. Gillespie's at second. Williams at first. Here's the pitch, and Quitzer takes high and away, ball 3. Miles cruised through the first inning on just 15 pitches, a strikeout in that inning. Gives up the single to Gillespie, hits Williams, so they have him at first and second with nobody out. Wind blowing out toward right center field. Miles out of the stretch. 3-1 pitch to Quitzer on the way, and he takes on the inner half, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Chris Quinzer. Here's the pitch, and he takes outside ball 4. A base hit, a hit batsman, and a walk has loaded the bases for Bronson Butcher. A golden opportunity for Butcher here to get the Stompers on the board and possibly tie the game. Butcher at 239 with 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Right-handed hitting catcher, wide open stance. Miles out of the windup, his first pitch, and Butcher takes a fastball down low for ball 1. Miles yet to be ahead in the count this inning as the catcher Wilkins Jimenez will go out. Stompers host Game 1 on Friday night, 6:05, right here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. Get your tickets right now at stompersbaseball.com. They're going quickly, so you need to get on there right now and reserve your tickets for the Game 1 of the championship series here in 2019. Stompers going for their 2nd championship in the last 4 years. In the championship game for the 5th straight season. Quick meeting by Jimenez, now the 1-0 pitch, and Butcher takes high ball 2. Gillespie at third, Williams at second, Quitzer at first, the 2-0 on the way, and Butcher takes on the inside corner, a called strike. Molinari, Kern, Hibbert off the bench tonight, all getting the night off. 2-1 the count. Butcher still ahead. Here's the pitch, and he takes a breaking ball down low, ball 3. (3-1) on Bronson Butcher with Rob DeAngelis on deck. Miles out of the windup. He starts the motion. Here's the pitch to Butcher, and that is, called a strike. Butcher thought it was off the inside part of the plate. He lifted the hands up and kind of lunged that upper body out of the way. Thought it was off the inside part of the plate, but strike 2, says Ron Adams, calling balls and strikes tonight. Dean Poteet's in the field. The umpiring crew for tonight's game. Now the payoff pitch on the way to Butcher, and he takes low, ball 4. That brings in a run. The 25th run batted in of the season for Bronson Butcher. The Stompers are on the board. It's 2-1. So now it's the center fielder, Rob DeAngelis. DeAngelis at 274. 6 home runs. He's driven in 35, the left-handed hitter against the right-handed Harold Miles. Still working out of the windup. His first pitch to DeAngelis is off the outside part of the plate for ball 1. Rob hitting .312 with men in scoring position this year and 31 runs batted in. The lefty awaits. Here's the 1-0. He hits it in the air to center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Williams will score. The game is tied. Quitzer's going to be held at third. An RBI single to center field for Rob DeAngelis, and we're tied at 2. So DeAngelis continues to swing a hot bat, a couple of hits in yesterday's game, including a run batted in. He has an RBI single to center here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and now it's Racing Romero. Tied at 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. It was Romero the other night in Napa, a 2-run single in the 8th inning to propel the Stompers to a 6-4 win. And Romero did it yesterday afternoon as well with a 2-run single to give the Stompers a lead. Here's the first pitch, and he takes outside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. So can he do it once again here in this ball game, giving the Stompers the lead? Out of the windup, Miles kicks. Here's the 1-0. And Romero shoots it foul over the head of Nick Gatta, who's in the on-deck circle. So very late on that pitch from Harold Miles, and the count evens at 1-1. Romero with the average at 204. Just the 3rd game all year that the average has been over 200. But when you consider the on-base percentage of Racing Romero, that's at 426. He's probably the best 200 hitter you've ever seen. 3 home runs, 14 runs batted in. The 1-1 pitch, and Romero out in front. It's it off the end of the bat, and it's over toward Nick Gatta once again in the on-deck circle, and the count's 1-2. Quitzer, Butcher, DeAngelis, your base runners with nobody out. Base hit by pitch, a pair of walks, and then the RBI single. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Romero back in the box. Here comes the pitch from Miles, and that's a breaking ball swung on and missed. Racing Romero, the first out here in the bottom of the second inning, the second strikeout for Harold Miles. And the lineup flips over for Nick Gatta. Gatta, the DH, here in the ballgame tonight for the second game in a row. He went 1 for 2 with 4 walks yesterday afternoon. First pitch from Miles. Low and in on Gatta, ball 1. Just needs 2 walks to tie Zach Pace's Pacific Association record at 84 walks in the single season. 2 to tie it and 1 to set a new one. Season that's been all about setting new records. 1-0 pitch to Gatta. In the air, right center field. That's hit well. Clark's on the run over toward the gap. He's going to get there and make an over-the-shoulder catch. Quitzer's going to score from third. Butcher goes from second to third. A sacrifice fly for Nick Gatta, and that gives the Stompers a 3-2 lead. 35th run batted into the season for Nick Gatta. A sacrifice fly to center. And with 2 away, it's Barfield with runners at the corners, and the Stompers fresh 3-2 lead. Barfield went down on strikes his first time up against Miles. Pugh, the second baseman, shaded up toward the middle. See if DeAngelis possibly on the move sometime here in this at-bat from first base. He goes on the first pitch. The pitch is outside. It goes to the backstop. It bounces right back to Jimenez. That's going to be ball 1 on Jacob Barfield, but it is a stolen base for Rob DeAngelis. And DeAngelis, who is perfect this season, 20 for 20 on stolen base attempts. One-0 pitch to Barfield. He takes on the inside part of the plate. Called a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. RBIs for Butcher, DeAngelis, and Gatta here in the bottom of the second to give the Stompers the lead. Here's the 1-1. Barfield swings through a breaking ball over the top, and it's 1-2. Really wants that 20th home run. Was talking about it yesterday when we were in Napa. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Miles, and another breaking ball. That one's high up near the neck of Barfield, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Butcher at third, and DeAngelis at second base. It likely scores 2. Clark shaded toward right center. 2-2 pitch on the way. Barfield takes in the dirt, and the count is full. Pedro Barrios on deck for the Stompers here in the bottom of the second. Barfield, the right-handed hitter, 0 for 1. Looking for his first hit. No better time for it. Trying to extend the lead. Miles from the windup, his payoff pitch on the way to Barfield, and that is outside ball 4, and that loads the bases. So Pedro Barrios will bat. He grounded to shortstop his first time up, and he's the 9th Stomper to hit here in the second. 3 runs on the board, and he's trying to put a couple more up there. Butcher, DeAngelis, and Barfield around the bases for the Stompers. Miles still working out of the windup with 2 out, his first pitch, and Barrios takes inside, way off the inside part of the plate. It almost got him. Want to know the count on Barrios, right-handed hitter. No breeze out on the field at the moment. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Miles. Barrios takes on the outside corner, a called strike 1. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Barrios. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball is taken low and away. 2-1. Bases loaded, 2 out, 2-1 on Barrios. Jimenez sets up. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that got Barrios up near the left shoulder, up near the head. Barrios is going to go to first base on a hit by pitch. That brings in a run. It's 4-2. And Harold Miles, who has had tremendous struggles with the strike zone here in this bottom of the second. That was up near the left shoulder, the head area of Pedro Barrios. He goes down to first without a problem. It's 4-2, and now it's Brent Gillespie, and the Stompers have hit around here in the second inning. Gillespie led off the inning with a single to right center field and later scored the first Stomper run. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. Three walks in the inning for Miles. 2 strikeouts in the ball game. 1-0 pitch to Gillespie. Outside ball 2. DeAngelis at third, Barfield at second, Barrios at first, so plenty of speed around the bases. Clark plays Gillespie toward right center. 2-0 on the way. Gillespie takes low, ball 3. So with the struggles that Miles has had finding the strike zone, we may see Gillespie take here on 3-0, or if he gets a pitch groove right down the middle of the plate, could be anticipating to launch something from Miles here. With the bases loaded and 2 out, the 3-0. Gillespie takes on the outer half, strike 1. So taking all the way there on the 3-0 pitch. Could possibly do it here again on 3-1. With the command issues that Miles has had, the 3-1 is inside and called strike 2. Gillespie thought it was low and in. He started to trot down to first base. He's a second Stomper to do that this inning. The first was Bronson Butcher, and he walked to drive in a run. So the runners will get a head start. Here they go. The payoff pitch on the way, and that is inside. And here comes DeAngelis, and Barfield is right behind him. 2 runs are going to score on a wild pitch. Barfield, who had a huge lead out at second base, had such a big lead that he was right behind DeAngelis over at third base, and he had to yell at him to go. That's going to be 1 RBI for Gillespie, and the second one comes in on a wild pitch. So 2 runs score on a walk for Gillespie. He's going to get 1 RBI. That'll be DeAngelis. Barfield is going to score from second on a wild pitch. Barrios on the play went from first to third, so they're at the corners with 2 out. Miles Williams at the plate. He was hit by Harold Miles earlier this inning. First pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 6-2 our score in the bottom of the second. Stompers doing it again, putting up crooked numbers with 6 runs here this inning. The 0-1 pitch to Williams is swung on and fouled out, a play off to the right. 0-2 the count. Miles was hit by a pitch and scored. 0-2 Gillespie, a very short lead at first. Pitch on the way. Oh, that was up near the left shoulder of Williams as he has to duck out of the way. The command for Harold Miles is just not there. Tremendous command in the first inning. Stompers went down in order. Miles Williams, the 11th Stomper to bat here in the second. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, somehow scooped out by the catcher, Wilkins Jimenez. That saves 90 feet and another run. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count on Miles Williams. 4 walks in the inning. 2 men hit by a pitch. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and Williams fouls it straight back. Miles looking for his first hit of the game. 6 free passes, 2 base hits in the inning, and a sac fly. The 2-2 pitch one more time, and Williams, did he hold up the swing? Gillespie took off. The throw to second is not in time, and they're going to appeal, and Dean Poteet says, yes, he did go around. So no stolen base for Gillespie. Would have been his first of the season. Williams is down on strikes. He could not hold up the swing. A pair of strikeouts for Harold Miles here in the second. But the Stompers score 6 times and take a 6-2 lead. We'll go to the third right here on Sonoma TV and on the Stompers Radio Network.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Tillman Pugh leads off the top of the third inning for Vallejo, and the first pitch to him from Ethan Gibbons is low and in, ball 1. 1-2-3, top of the order for the Admirals against Gibbons in the third. Stompers scored 6 times in the bottom half of the second to take a 6-2 lead. 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2. Pugh had a ground ball to Barrios at second base his first time up and slipped coming out of the box and barely made it up the line before Barrios threw him out. Here's the 2-0, and he hits it high to left, not very deep. Romero, the shortstop, going out. Barfield comes on. It will be Romero dancing in and out of the shadows to make the catch. Major League pop-up for the first out of the inning. And, well, speaking of Major League, here is Okoye Dixon. Walked and scored in the first inning on the Vlad Gomez 2-run single to right. Dixon, the right-handed hitter. They won't play the overshift on him. First pitch from Gibbons at the knees for strike 1. Third start for Gibbons against the Admirals in his last 3 starts. The 0-1 breaking ball is on the inside corner for strike 2. So in those last 2 starts for Gibby, one was here just 5 days ago. His 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball tapped at home plate. It bounced over Butcher and got a piece of Ron Adams, the home plate umpire. It looked like up near the mask. I don't know if it got underneath the mask or if it just rung his bell a little bit. There's a possibility it could have gone up underneath. And Adams is going to reach up and hold his head. Our trainer is out of the dugout to look at our home plate umpire. And we'll keep you updated on that. But the last time that Gibbons faced the Admirals, it was here. They're going to bring him a glass of water. The Stompers lost that game 6-2. Gibbons went 5 innings, 5 runs on 7 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. So not a terrible line when you look at it. He just got beat up early on in that game, and the Stomper offense never came back around. But in his first start against Vallejo on the 15th of August over at Wilson Park, he won that game. The Stompers won 11-4. And a quality start for Gibby. 6 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Looks like Ron's going to be all right. He's back behind the plate. The count is 0-2 on Okoye Dixon. 1 out and nobody on. That's how you like to face Dixon, with nobody on. Guy has plenty of power. Now Barrios is playing directly up the middle, right behind the second base back. 0-2. Breaking ball is high and away. Stompers trying to go 6-1 against the Admirals here in this ballpark this year. Pick up their 12th win against Vallejo overall. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase a breaking ball in the dirt. Second strikeout for Ethan Gibbons as he strikes out the former L.A. Dodger, Okoye Dixon, for the second out. And this is how you like to face Akins, too. Base is empty. 2 away. Akins fly to center his first time. They will play the overshift on Akins. Barrios plays just to the shortstop side of the bag. Here's the first pitch, and Akins is able to hold up the swing on a fastball low and away. One ball, no strikes on Nick Akins Sr. One ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and Akins takes up and in. Two balls and no strikes on Nick Akins Sr. with the bases empty. Here's the pitch, and he rolls it foul along third. 2 balls and 1 strike with Montrell Marshall on deck. Two one on Akins. He digs back in. Right on right. Gibbons shakes once. Now he agrees with Butcher, who sets the target. The 2-1 pitch is popped up. Left side. Quitzer over into foul territory near the third base coach's box. He comes in now toward the third baseline. He drops it, but he was in foul territory. Quitzer's going to pick it up and throw Akins out at first. So Akins, who didn't run it, started 10 feet in foul territory, and it came all the way back. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. Stompers lead 6-2.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Chris Quitzer leads off for the Stompers in the bottom of the third inning. 6-2 Stompers lead. Quitzer walked and scored his last time up, and he takes low and in here from Harold Miles. 1 ball and no strikes. Quitzer butchered DeAngelis 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Stompers against Harold Miles, who needed only 15 pitches in the first inning, threw 31 in the second inning, allowing the 6 runs. Here's the 1-0, and Quitzer shoots it foul down the left field line. One and one the count on the left-handed hitting third baseman. Here's the pitch. It's outside. It nicks off the glove of Jimenez and goes to the backstop. Stompers sent 11 men to the plate in the second inning. Two-one. Quitzer waits. Miles deals. That's inside, ball 3. Three-one pitch on the way, and Quitzer shoots it foul down the left field line once again. Three-two on Chris Quitzer with Bronson Butcher waiting on deck. Plays Quitzer straight away on defense. Miles trying to get back to that form he was in the first inning, and the payoff pitch is fought away. Quitzer fighting off the high pitch there. Count still full at 3-2. Right center's wide open for Quitz. Payoff on the way once again. Chopped on the ground, right side slowly. Pugh will charge at second. He'll field and throw Quitzer out at first for the first out of the inning. With 1 out, nobody on, it's Bronson Butcher. Butcher drove in a run on a walk in the second inning, his 25th run batted in. He later scored. First pitch from Miles. That is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Nothing in 1 on Bronson Butcher. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. He started the swing and then held up. It was called a strike on the inside corner, and he's behind 0-2. Miles way ahead. He deals an 0-2 pitch, and Butcher takes a 55-foot curveball. Bounced out in front of home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. DeAngelis is on deck. Bottom of the third, 6-2. Stompers on top here tonight. The 1-2. High and away with a fastball from Miles, 2-2. These two teams, possibility of seeing each other in the postseason. Miles stares in, now lifts the leg, his 2-2 pitch, and Butcher takes a 58-foot fastball. Twice in the at-bat that Miles has failed to get the ball to the plate. Three and two. DeAngelis waits on deck. Miles brings the glove up. Now nods the head in agreement with Jimenez. He starts the motion. Payoff pitch coming. And Butcher fouls it away down the right field line. Second straight hitter in a row. We'll see a 7th pitch from Harold Miles. The 3-2 one more time. That's low, and the second walk of the game for Bronson Butcher. Been putting together some tremendous at-bats as of late. Now it's DeAngelis. So DeAngelis had an RBI single his first time up. Stole second and later scored. That was last inning. Butcher leads from first, a very short lead. First one on the way to DeAngelis. He takes high and away. Snap throw back to first. Not in time. Butcher not going anywhere, but he had a big enough lead for Jimenez to get a throw off. Butcher does have 1 stolen base on the season. Long set for Miles. Now the 1-0, and DeAngelis hits the glove of Wilkins Jimenez. No, maybe he fouled it off of Jimenez. So no catcher's interference called, so we're just going to assume that Rob fouled it right back off of Wilkins Jimenez, and now he is lying on the dirt right behind home plate. Takes the mask off, takes the glove off, and yeah, he got a foul ball to the upper part of his right thigh. Trainer out there looking at him, and initially with the way that his glove came off, he flung it off of his left hand, thinking maybe DeAngelis got a piece with the force that it came off, and then he immediately went to the ground. And yeah, it was catcher's interference. So Ron Adams and Dean Poteet are talking about it. So catcher's interference, that's the second time this year that DeAngelis has gotten on base with the catcher's interference. So now, if he did hit the glove of Jimenez, trying to think of how it could have got him in the right thigh. Maybe he just missed it altogether. Now, did DeAngelis get a piece? We don't know, but it did get a piece of Wilkins Jimenez. So DeAngelis hit the glove off of the left hand of Jimenez. So it's a very strong possibility that it could have hit that right thigh just unobstructed. Jimenez trying to stretch out that right thigh. Limping a little bit. He's getting looked at by the trainer still. Now stretching out the right thigh. Stompers have first and second and 1 out. Jimenez is going to see if he can stay in this game. The backup catcher for Vallejo, if needed, is Ryan Cooper. Cooper, who is down in the bullpen, we perceive right now, warming up a right-hander. So Jimenez testing to see if he can stay in this game. He's going to limp out and get his glove and his mask from his pitcher, Harold Miles. PJ Phillips is out there wondering if Jimenez is going to stay in. At this point, with all things considered, with this game not mattering for the standings whatsoever, you think maybe you just take him out of the game and keep him healthy for the postseason, a game that you host on Wednesday night, Vallejo does. And that's exactly what P.J. Phillips is going to do, is he grabs Jimenez by the chest protector, and he's going to take him off the field. So Ryan Cooper, the other catcher for Vallejo, will come in behind the plate. But Cooper, we believe, is down in the bullpen maybe, warming up a new right. No, he's not. He was in the dugout. So Ryan Cooper is going to come out, and he'll take a couple of pitches from Harold Miles. And that's unfortunate for Wilkins Jimenez because the last time these two teams played on the road, the Stompers on the road, that is, it was the 15th of August. And Wilkins Jimenez in that ball game took a foul ball straight to the mask. And he was actually knocked out of that game with concussion symptoms. And a week later, we played here on the 21st, and Jimenez was still not on the active roster after taking that foul ball to the mask. So now just 5 days later, after being activated from the IL, he takes a foul ball off of the right thigh, and now he is out of the game. So an unfortunate couple of weeks for Wilkins Jimenez when it comes to being behind the plate. Cooper has seen enough warm-up tosses. He'll go out and talk to Harold Miles. The Stompers have Butcher at second and DeAngelis at first, a walk and the catcher's interference. Rayson Romero is going to be the hitter. Everybody goes back to their positions on the field. Romero makes his way into the plate. Romero struck out his first time against Miles. So he'll have another chance against the right-hander here in the bottom of the third. A warm night. It was 90 degrees when we started. Down to 81 now, and it is going down quickly. Right-hander set now. The first pitch on the way to Romero, and that is taken on the outside corner for strike one. Butcher leading from second. DeAngelis from first. Here's the 0-1. Romero takes a little bit low. One ball, one strike on Romero. Miles comes set. He looks out towards second. Now the 1-1 pitch, and Romero takes a fastball high. 2 balls and a strike on Romero. 14 RBIs in the season. The 2-1. Lined into left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Butcher's being waved around third. DeAngelis on his way to third. The throw is going to be cut off by Montreal Marshall. It's an RBI single for Rayson Romero, and the Stompers extend the lead 7-2. Fifteenth run batted in of the season. Or Rayson Romero. It scores Butcher from second base. Stompers have him at the corners. Just one out. First pitch to Nick Gatta. High and away, a fastball miss from Harold Miles. 1 ball and no strikes to count. got in the ball game. He's 0 for 1, a ground out, a sacrifice fly. 82 walks for Gata and a throw back over to first base, and that's going to be late. Gata, the left-handed hitter at the plate. They're at the corners with 1 out. The pitch popped up down the left field line, foul territory for Nachi, and that is out of play. It hit the top of the sidewall down the left field line and bounced out of play. One and one the count. Ethan Gibbons is up and tossing in the bullpen just to try and stay loose. DeAngelis is at third. Romero is over at first. 1 and 1 the count, and now a turn and a throw over to first, and that one hops past Marshall. DeAngelis will score. It's 8-2. Romero's going to go all the way to third. An error by Harold Miles on the attempted pickoff. It costs him a run, and it costs him 180 feet as Romero goes from first to third. Still 1 ball and 1 strike on Ghana with a runner at third and 1 out. 8-2 now. Here's the pitch, and that fastball is taken in the dirt, and that's blocked nicely by Ryan Cooper. Two balls and a strike on Nick Ghana. He digs back in. Here's the pitch from the windup, and he lines it right at Pugh at second base, who makes the catch. So Ghana hits it hard, but right at Pugh. 2 out. Now Jacob Barfield. Barfield's 0 for 1, a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. From the windup, the first pitch from Miles, and Barfield takes in the dirt. Romero's at third base, 2 out. Here's the 1-0. Barfield pops it up right behind home plate and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. DeAngelis scored the second run of the inning on the error on the pickoff attempt by Harold Miles. And on the play, Romero went all the way from first to third. Here's the 1-1, and that's in the dirt, blocked by Cooper. Here comes Romero. He will score. It's 9-2. Cooper did a nice job keeping it close, but Romero read it in the dirt right away. Never slowed up, and the flip to Miles was late. It's 9-2. Two balls and a strike, the count on Jacob Barfield now with the bases empty and 2 away. Right-handed hitting Barfield. He's in left field tonight. The 2-1 in the dirt and outside for ball 3. Barrios waits on deck. 3-1 the count. Miles from the windup. Here's the pitch. Tapped. Foul. First base side. Barfield way out in front. The count is full. Three balls and 2 strikes. Miles back on the mound. Barfield waiting. Payoff pitch on the way. Outside ball 4. Sixth walk allowed by Harold Miles tonight, and now we'll have a mound visit. And we'll have a pitching change. So that does it for Harold Miles in the ballgame tonight. He goes 2 2/3. A new Vallejo pitcher. When we come back, Barfield's at first, 2 out, bottom of the 3rd. Stompers lead 9-2. New pitcher for Vallejo is going to be the very tall right-hander, Carl Bryce. He'll face Pedro Barrios in the first pitch. Is on the outside corner for a called strike. Harold Miles goes 2 2/3. Walks 6, strikes out 3, line not yet over on Miles. The base runner at first, Barfield, belongs to Miles, and the breaking ball from Bryce is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bryce in his 16th appearance of the season, an ERA of 5.5, 67 hits against him, 48 runs scored in 76 innings. He struck out 90 and walked 76. His 90 strikeouts, that leads the league. 1-1 on the way to Barrios. That's taken for a strike of the knees. One-two on Barrios. He's 0 for 1, grounded to short. Drove in a run on a hit by pitch back in the 2nd, which seems like such a long time ago. Bottom of the 3rd inning right now. Here's the 1-2, and Barrios checks his swing on a curveball in the dirt. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And at first, 2 out, 9-2. Bryce is 2-2 in the dirt to Barrios, and that fills the count. 3-2. Barfield's going to get a head start. Marshall's still going to hold him on. Runner goes. Payoff pitch is taken high by Barrios, and Marshall kept Barfield over at first, but Bryce comes in and deals a walk to the first man that he faces. So it's Brent Gillespie. He's 1 for 1 in the game. He singled and scored in the second. He walked to drive in a run in the second. He'll bat with Barfield at second. And Barrios at first, 2 out. First pitch. On the ground, right side. That is going to be backhanded by Marshall, and he can't keep it in the glove. That's going to be a base hit for Brent Gillespie. Second hit of the ball game. Bases are loaded. Marshall went to his right, tried the backhand. It stuck right in the ground. It's going to be a hit. So now Miles Williams and the Stompers have sent at least 9 men to the plate for 2 straight innings. Here's Miles Williams. Bryce from the stretch, his first pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. So Bryce does have 90 strikeouts in 76 innings. That's very good. He also has 76 walks in 76 innings, and that is not very good. Now the lights are going to turn on, and Miles is going to call time. When we started this season, the lights were scheduled for 8 o'clock. And as we moved into the later part of the summer, it was 7:45. Now it's 7:30 in the latter part of August, and Williams swings and misses. But a fastball from Bryson, the count's 1-1. They're loaded. Barfield, Barrios, Gillespie. Ton of speed at third and second. Not really so much at first. The 1-1. Breaking ball taken for strike 2. Miles looking for his first hit in the second inning. He was hit by a pitch and scored and struck out to end the inning. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. So Williams is down on strikes for the second time in the ball game. Stompers leave him loaded but score twice. It's 9-2. We'll go to the top of the 4th.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth. 9-2. Stompers lead. And some defensive changes for the Stompers. The first pitch to Montreal Marshall is swung on and missed. Nothing in one. So as we write down those defensive changes, we'll get them to you as Marshall takes strike two. Coming into the game to play center field is Matt Hibbert. So Hibbert goes into the fourth spot of the lineup in Brent Gillespie's spot, and Marshall bangs a single to left on an 0-2 pitch. So Marshall has his second hit, and he's on for Vlad Gomez. So Hibbert comes in the fourth spot of the lineup. He will play center field. DeAngelis moves from center to left, and that moves Barfield from left to first base, and Gillespie's out of the game. So Gillespie finishes the night 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a walk. Marshall is short lead at first. Gomez the hitter from the stretch. Gibbons first pitch. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch to Gomez. He hits it on the ground to short. Romero backs up. He goes to second for 1. Barrios to first. 6-4-3 double play. (6-4-3) to win Killing, and now Ryan Cooper will bat with the bases empty and 2 out. Cooper hitting .364 in 5 games. He is 4 for 11, does not have a home run, and he's driven in 3, and he takes a first pitch fastball from Gibbons for strike 1. Well, we asked manager Zach Pace before the game if this could possibly be an audition for Ethan Gibbons. The 0-1 breaking ball drops out of the sky for strike 2. If the Stompers were to face Vallejo, and with Barnice and Patel scheduled to go games 1 and 2, is Gibbons right now the best option for the Stompers as Cooper shoots a fastball out of play? Connor Arnold is up in the Stomper bullpen. He is going to loosen up and probably throw after Gibbons. They'll probably have Gibbons on some sort of a pitch count tonight. Though his pitch count looks pretty good right now. Is 0-2 again. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Butcher did not pick it cleanly. He'll throw to first, and that ends the inning. 3 strikeouts for Ethan Gibbons. Vallejo goes down in order in the top of the fourth. For the Stompers in the bottom half, 6, 7, 8, Quitzer, Butcher, and DeAngelis.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Chris Quitzer leads it off for the Stompers in the bottom of the fourth inning. (9-2). Stompers lead this one. Carl Bryce from the windup. His first pitch to Quitzer is shot down the left field line and out of play. No balls and a strike. So Quitzer, who did homer yesterday afternoon, he is 1 for his last 20 with 2 walks, a home run, and 12 strikeouts. And he takes strike 2 on the outside corner from Bryce. So Quitzer is one of the guys trying to get back on track as the postseason for the Stompers starts on Friday night, the 0-2. He chases a fastball off the outside part of the plate but gets a piece. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The bottom of the fourth inning. Settle in. 0-2 one more time. Quitzer takes a changeup off the outside corner. 1-2. Lights on, sun gone, and still a little bit of a baby blue sky with it not very dark just yet. Quitzer takes a breaking ball in the dirt. We're primed for a pretty good sunset tonight with a little bit of haze. Bryce at 6-5 downhill on 2-2, and Quitzer hits it to right center field. That is hit well. Gomez going back, and it's off the top of the wall. Quitzer sprinting into second base. He has a leadoff double. Man, he hit it right off the top left corner of the extended wall out there in right center field. That out-of-town scoreboard hit off the upper left-hand corner, and that fence that sits about 13 feet off the ground, and he was just inches from his 10th home run of the season. Here's Bronson Butcher with Quitzer at second after the leadoff double. First hit of the night for Chris. Butcher's walked twice. First pitch is high, ball 1. Butcher drove in a run on one of those walks, and he scored both times. Bryce on 1-0. Butcher swings through the fastball 1-1. Bryce challenged him on the inner part of the plate and won the battle. Connor Arnold loosening, and, well, given the workload that Gibbons has had, a 1-1 breaking ball is in the dirt. You wouldn't think that he's coming out of the game, but Zach Pace said that they're going to give different guys opportunities tonight. And just as it was an audition for Ethan Gibbons, who's only thrown 52 pitches through 4 innings, they're going to give Connor Arnold a little bit of a workload here tonight as well, because he also could potentially be that Game 3 starter if necessary. The 2-1. Butcher takes high and away, ball 3. Stompers have a handful of guys after Barnice and Patel that could start that game. Gibbons certainly one of them. Arnold certainly one of them. Jacob Cox another. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and Butcher's late on a fastball, and that fills the count 3-2. Pat Barnett also could start that game. So 4 or 5 guys that could potentially be a Game 3 starter. And the 3-2, a fastball in the inner half. Butcher pulls the hands in and fouls it out of play over the first base dugout. (3-2) with Quitzer at second, nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Stompers lead 9-2. Payoff one more time from Bryce. Fastball fouled into the glove of Cooper. And Butcher is down on strikes. One away, and Rob DeAngelis will bat. DeAngelis has reached base both times tonight. He drove in a run on a single and scored in the second inning. And he reached on a catcher's interference and scored in the third. He takes a fastball just outside off the black from Bryce for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. DeAngelis, one of those guys who's getting hot as the season comes to an end. 1-0. Shot found on the left field line. One ball and 1 strike to count on DeAngelis with Quitzer at second and 1 out. Yesterday afternoon, DeAngelis had a pair of hits and an RBI. He's got an RBI tonight. The 1-1. Fouled straight back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Romero on deck for the Stompers, leading 9-2. Final game of the regular season here tonight, and playing a makeup game. Remember the home run derby from that night? I think we need an actual home run derby. Here's the 1-2, and that's high on DeAngelis. There's some guys in this league like Akins, like Gillespie, Hubbard, who was here at the beginning of the season, participated in that. If we did an actual Pacific Association home run derby, now there is an idea. 2-2 is fouled away. An all-star game is a pretty good idea, too. Still 2-2 on DeAngelis, the left-handed hitter. A pitch from Bryce. Swung on and missed. Wow, that was a good changeup there from Carl Bryce. First time DeAngelis saw it in the at-bat, and he was fooled. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bryce, and now 2 out for Rayson Romero. Romero's 1 for 2 with an RBI single, and he scored a run in the third. So we'll have to see if it'll be Gibbons or if it will be Arnold in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Romero, taken down low, ball 1. If I had to take a guess, I'm going to say Arnold because Gibbons went 4. Arnold has the potential to go 4. That leaves the 9th, the 1-0. Romero takes high ball 2. So then at that point, if you're still leading after Arnold throws 4 innings, you have Ryan Richardson come into the game who did not throw yesterday. He was the only pitcher who did not throw yesterday out of the bullpen. Gibby for 4, Arnold for 4, and Rich closed the games out. Sounds like a genius plan, doesn't it? Does everything always go as planned, though? (3-0) to Rayson Romero. Here's the pitch, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Will it go as planned? That's the question. The 3-1 delivery on the way from Bryce, and Romero chases down low and fouls it straight back. Now the count is full. Ryan Cooper got a piece of the backswing there from Rayson Romero, so they only have 2 catchers on the active roster. Ricky Gingras is on the inactive list. He's the 3rd catcher for the Admirals, but not active. So the question is, who's the emergency catcher? That would be interesting. Not that you're wishing an injury on Ryan Cooper, but just to know who the emergency catcher would be in that situation for Vallejo. The 3-2 on the way to Romero, and he chases a fastball, and he's down on strikes. So the Stompers get a leadoff double from Chris Quitzer, and then Bryce strikes out this side. We'll go to the 5th. Stompers 9, Admirals 2.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Connor Arnold is into the game for the Stompers in the top of the 5th inning, and he deals a fastball off the outside corner to Chevy Clark. And the count is 1-0. A 1-0 pitch, another fastball from Arnold, and he misses inside. Two balls and no strikes. Connor Arnold, the right-hander from Palmdale, California. His 2-0 pitch hit in the air out to left. DeAngelis goes back, and that's a solo home run. First batter that Arnold faces, he gives up a home run to Chevy Clark the opposite way. His 8th home run of the season, and it is 9-3. So solo home run by Chevy Clark opens the top of the 5th. It's 9-3. Didn't even really get a chance to introduce Connor before Clark takes him deep. So here's Matt Uresti, and he swings and takes a healthy rip and fouls a fastball right back to the screen. So for Arnold, the 11th home run he's given up this year. He's 5-5 with a 5.18 ERA. That just jumped. 52 runs, 37 earned on 74 hits. His 0-1 pitch, and Uresti takes a changeup off the outside corner, 1-1. He's walked 33 and struck out 61 and 64 in the 3rd innings. Right-hander from Palmdale, 6'2", 205 pounds. His 1-1 pitch is on the way. That two-seamer tails back over the inside corner. Wow, that had some run on it. I started at the front hip of Uresti, the left-handed hitter, and tailed all the way back to the corner. 1-2. Here's the pitch to Uresti. Change up, swung on and missed. So after allowing the solo home run, he comes back and strikes out Uresti for the first out. So now the third baseman, Chris Fornacci. He flied to center for his first time. That was against Gibbons. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to Fornacci. He pops it up. And that's carrying out toward right to Miles Williams, who will make the catch. So he popped it up and he carried it all the way out there. So quickly 2 away after the solo home run. So Gibbons goes 4 innings, throws 52 pitches, allows 2 runs on 4 hits, walks 1, and strikes out a trio. Back to the top of the lineup for Tillman Pugh is 0 for 2, a ground ball to second, and he popped up to short. First pitch, taken down low. Goes all the way to the backstop. 1-0 the count. Arnold, who started his professional career 4-0 in the month of June. He is just 1 for 5 in his last 7 starts. He makes his first relief appearance of the season here. And the 1-0 pitch is a fastball for strike 1. Base is empty, 2 away, 9-3, 1 run in. The 1-1. Slider mashed left center. On the run is Hibbert. He's at the track right in front of the wall. He leaps, and that one is gone. 2 solo home runs in the inning. That is the 9th for Pugh, and it is 9-4. So that's the 12th home run allowed by Connor Arnold, and that's the part of the park that only the big boys go to, out in left center. So here's Okoye Dixon. He is 0 for 1, a walk, a run scored, and a strikeout. Base is empty, 2 away, a pair of solo home runs, the 9th for Pugh and the 8th for Clark. From the windup, the first pitch to Okoye Dixon. On the ground, right side, diving is Barfield. It's off his glove and into right field, a base hit. A 2-out single to right by Okoye Dixon. And now Nick Akins Sr. will bat with a man at first and 2 out. Nick Akins is 0 for 2. He flied to center and then popped up on the left side of the infield, a ball that Quitzer dropped in fair territory and then picked it up and threw Akins out at first. And the first pitch is a slider in the dirt for ball 1. Three men on the left side of the infield. The overshift is on for Akins. Barfield, the only man on the right side. The 1-0 is popped straight back and out of play. Barfield's the only man on the right side, and with him holding Dixon on at first, that leaves a gaping hole on the right side of the infield. One in the dirt. Off-speed pitch from Connor Arnold, and it's 2-1. 2 runs in the inning, a pair of solo home runs. Top of the 5th, 9-4 Stompers. Arnold's 2-1. High and in on Akins, up near the chin, ball 3. Straight away in the outfield on Akins. Arnold's 3-1 pitch. Outside ball 4. A 2-out home run, a 2-out single, and now a walk. First and second for Montreal Marshall. He's 2 for 2. He doubled and scored in the first. He singled in the fourth inning and was forced out at second on a double play. Arnold trying to escape the fifth without any further damage. First pitch to Marshall. Hit right to Barfield at first as Akins hit the deck. Lined it right over the head of Akins in the glove of Jacob Barfield over at first. So that ends the inning. Vallejo puts up a pair of runs, a pair of solo home runs from Pugh and Clark. It's 9-4. We're halfway home tonight. Stompers lead. We go to the bottom of the fifth.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Top of the lineup for the Stompers, bottom of the fifth, and Nick Gatta leads things off, and he swings and misses at the first pitch from Carl Bryce, and the count is 0-1. Gatta without a hit tonight, he's 0 for 2. He did drive in a run on a sacrifice fly in the second inning, and now the 0-1 is taken for a strike at the knees. 0-2 on Nick Gatta. This will be the 39th pitch in relief for Bryce. Here it is on 0-2, and Gatta takes high and away. So many times this year we've seen Nick Gatta go from 0-2 to 3-2. Part of the reason the on-base percentage is so high, here's the 1-2, and that's outside. That evens the count. Part of the reason as well why he is just 2 behind his manager, Zach Pace. The 2-2 is high and away. That loads the count. 2 behind his manager, Zach Payson, walks all time in the Pacific Association. 82. Tonight, game 64. Payoff on the way. Make that 83. So now he's just 1 shy of Zach Pace's all-time record. 1 shy of tying it, that is. And he'll get maybe 2 more at-bats, at least 1 more. Leadoff walk, and now it's Jacob Barfield who's walked a pair of times tonight. He's scored once, and the only at-bat for Barfield he struck out. Stompers trying to get those 2 runs back, leading now just 9-4. Barfield 19 home runs, 46 runs batted in. First pitch from Bryce. Breaking ball low and away. Got a short lead at first. Marshall holds him on. Bryce on 1-0, and Barfield takes a huge swing and fouls it into the glove of Cooper. 1-1 the count. Leadoff walk by Gata. Halfway through the ball game tonight. Bryce is 1-1. Down below the knees of Barfield, ball 2. Barrios is on deck for the Stompers. Bryce set, and here's the 2-1. That's low again, ball 3. Barfield's already walked a pair of times tonight. Those both came against Harold Miles, who went just 2 2/3, 9 runs on 3 hits, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. The 3-1 fouled out of play, and the count is full. See what Gata does here on 3-2. Bryce from the stretch. Here's the payoff, and Barfield is down on strikes. Second time Barfield has been struck out in the game. And with 1 away, it's Pedro Barrios. Barrios is 0 for 1. He drove in a run being hit by a pitch in the second inning, and then he walked in the third. First pitch from Bryce, and Barrios takes up above the letters. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Pugh, the second baseman, shaded up the middle. And tonight, what very could well be the matchup the next time the Stompers are here at home. Pitch is outside, 2-0. Vallejo, who will have to get through Napa, and then they'll play San Rafael Thursday, or the winner, I should say, of that game would play San Rafael on Thursday night. 2-0 to Barrios. Fouled out a play down the right field line, 2-1. Vallejo hosts Napa Wednesday. San Rafael hosts the winner Thursday, and then the Stompers on Friday night, game 1 at 6:05. Still a short lead for Gata at first base. The 2-1 pitch, and Barrios fouls it away again. Two the count. Pedro Barrios with Matt Hibbert on deck. The 2-2 from Bryce. In the dirt, smothered by Cooper, and that fills the count at 3-2. Gata with 17 stolen bases on this season. Payoff pitch on the way. Barrios shoots it foul. Nick Kern is down in the Stomper bullpen area, and he is loosening as Barrios bangs a base hit to left center. Gata's on his way to third. He's going to stop there. The throw goes to second. It's offline, and Barrios has a 1-out double. So Matt Hibbert will pinch hit, or not pinch hit, but he will hit in Gillespie's spot. Came into the ball game defensively, so Gillespie goes 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, a run scored, a walk, and a run batted in. Hibbert, the right-handed hitter, first pitch from Bryce, and he swings and misses at the fastball. It's 0-1. Hibbert not having the stint with the Stompers that he was hoping for. hitting .203 without a home run and 7 RBIs. Bryce shakes twice. Now he comes set. Second and third, 1 out. The 0-1. Fouled straight back off of the mask of Cooper, and the count is 0-2. So Kern was down there, and he was throwing. He didn't throw from the mound. Not sure if he was just throwing to loosen up to go play defense, which is very likely. But Kern, his first 2 years at UCLA, did pitch. So not really surprising if he were to come into the game. But he hasn't pitched since his sophomore year. Nothing in 2 on Hibbert is the pitch. Breaking ball taken down low. Gana's at third. Barrios at second after the 1-out double. Bryce at the belt. His 1-2 pitch. Hibbert hits a breaking ball left center field. Coming in is Akins. That's going to go past him. Gana will score. Barrios will score. Hibbert's rounding second. He's on his way to third, and Matt Hibbert is in sliding with a 2-run triple. For Hibbert, his first triple of the season, and it's 11-4. Gana scored easily from third. Barrios easily from second on the first triple of the season for Hibbert. He's now driven in 9. And here's Miles Williams, who takes a first pitch down low. One ball and no strikes to count on Williams. So the man at third and just 1 out. The 1-0 chases a high fastball, 1-1. Stompers looking for win number 45 tonight and game number 64. The 1-1 on the way, and that is low to Williams. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gotta open the inning with a walk. Barfield struck out. Barrios doubled to left center. Second and third, and Hibbert triples to left center. The 2-1. Fouled out of play, 2-2. Akins came in on a top spinning line drive. He slid, and he could not get it as it rolled all the way to the wall, and Clark had to come over from center field to pick it up. And with the speed of Hibbert, no doubt a triple off the bat after it got past Akins. The 2-2. Low and away just off that outside corner, and that fills the count on Miles Williams. Williams 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. He was hit by a pitch and scored. The payoff. Fouled back to the screen. Still 3-2. Hibbert at third. Quitzer's on deck. Bryce set. Payoff one more time. Out back to the screen, and Williams, he was on that fastball. Just did miss squaring it up. Three and two. Will Williams see another fastball from Bryce? Here's the pitch. High chopper on the ground left side, and in foul territory. Fornacci will touch it. So it's going to be a foul ball off the bat of Miles Williams, and he'll get another shot. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up from Carl Bryce. (3-2). Hibbert at third, 1 out. 11-4 in the 5th. From the belt, the payoff one more time. Swung on and missed. So after 3 fastballs on 3-2, he breaks out the curveball and strikes out Williams for the second out of the inning. So now Quitzer, 1 for 2 with a double. That double came back in the 4th inning. He was inches away from his 10th home run as it hit off the top of the wall in right center and came back in. First pitch from Bryce. Inside and low. Cooper has to slide to his right. Quixer walked and scored a run in the 2nd inning tonight. The 1-0. High and away, ball 2. The Stompers with 6 runs in the 2nd, 3 runs in the 3rd, and they've matched Vallejo's 2 runs here in the 5th to go extend the lead to 11-4. 2-0 to Quitzer. Hung on and missed. Fastball in the outer half, 2-1. Those are the pitches that Quitzer in this slump has swung through and gone, man, how did I miss? Middle away, fastball belt high, and just didn't come up with anything. 2-1. Outside ball 3. Two for his last 21 with a double and a home run. 2 walks during that stretch. The 3-1 pitch. Into right center field. That's hit well. Going back is Clark, and that is through the uprights, and it one-hops off the right center field wall. Hibbert's going to score, and Quitzer is into third base standing with a triple. Second triple of the season for Chris Quitzer. He hit it through the uprights in right center field. There's a football field that doubles as a baseball field here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. If you've ever been here, you know where the uprights are out in right center. Quitzer just hit it through the uprights, and it one-hopped off the wall. He just did tuck it in over the crossbar. There's Bronson Butcher with a man at third, and the first pitch breaking ball is swung on and missed. It squirts away from Cooper, but not far enough for Quitzer to attempt to score. 3 runs here in the 5th inning. Butcher 0 for 1 in the game, 2 walks, a strikeout, an RBI, 2 runs score. The 0-1 at the belt for strike 2. Butcher in a hole. Quitzer at third. The 0-2. Hit in the air, left center field. Aikens going back, and it's off the base of the wall. Butcher's going to stay at first. Aikens got it in quickly. An RBI single to left center, and it is 13-4 on the RBI single by Bronson Butcher. It will not stop hitting against Carl Bryce. They are in the 5th. That's the 4th hit. 3 extra base hits against Bryce in the inning. A couple of triples and a double. Here's DeAngelis. First pitch from Carl Bryce is swung on and missed. Ghana walked. Barfield struck out. Barrios doubled and was second and third. Hibbert drove in 2 runs on a triple. Williams struck out for the second out. Then Quitzer tripled to right center to bring home a run. And then Butcher's RBI single to left center. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Fastball from Bryce there. Butcher at first, 2 out. Marshall does not hold him on. Here's the 0-2. Now back to the screen. Butcher does not have a stolen base. In the game, that is. He has 1 on the season. The 0-2 again to DeAngelis, and that's outside, ball 1. It's Brent Gillespie who doesn't have a stolen base on this season. He and Daniel Molinari are the only 2. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and DeAngelis chases a breaking ball in the dirt. Cooper picks it up. He throws him out at first. That ends the inning. Stompers score 4 more times, and we're through 5. It's the Stompers 13, the Admirals 4.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Vlad Gomez leads off for Vallejo in the top of the 6th inning, and Connor Arnold, his first pitch fastball, is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Stompers score 4 times in the 5th. It leads out to 13-4 now, as that 2-seamer from Arnold misses outside. It's 2-0. Gomez, Cooper, and Clark. 5, 6, and 7, and the 2-0 is on the outside corner. Two-one, pitch on the way. Gomez fouls it off at home plate, straight down 2-2. Arnold takes a deep breath. He works out of the windup. The 2-2 pitch to Vlad Gomez. Popped up, right side, Barfield over, foul territory, and he'll run out of room. Gomez is 1 for 2 in the game, a 2-run single that came back in the first inning when Vallejo went up 2-0. And it's really been all Stompers since. 2-2. Changeup is high. The count is full. Ryan Cooper on deck, the payoff pitch on the way, and Gomez goes down on strikes. Fouls it into the glove of Bronson Butcher, the second strikeout for Connor Arnold. One away, and now Ryan Cooper. Straight away against Cooper. Arnold's first pitch. 2-seam fastball on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. The leg lift and the pitch, and Cooper fouls it back to the screen. Arnold way ahead of Cooper, 0-2. Clark's on deck. 0-2 pitch. Slider a little bit low. One-two pitch on the way to Cooper. That slider's taken low. 2 runs against Arnold in his first inning out of the bullpen in the 5th. Pair of solo home runs. One came off the bat of Chevy Clark. He's on deck. 2-2 on the way. Popped up out towards shallow left. Romero going out. DeAngelis coming in, and he'll call off Romero and make the catch for the second out. Nobody on, 2 away, and now it's Clark who welcomed Arnold into the game with a solo home run. Clark is 1 for 2 with a solo home run. He's also flied to center. Arnold's first pitch, and Clark takes a 2-seamer and tails back to the inside corner for strike 1. From the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Lined right over the head of Arnold into center field, a base hit. So Clark is seeing Arnold very well in the ball game tonight. Hit the ball very hard twice off of Arnold. A 2-out single. It extends the inning for Matt Uresti. Out of the stretch, first pitch to Uresti, a 2-seamer, swung on and missed. 2-seam has good run tonight for Arnold. Just left it out over the plate a few too many times. Barfield holds the base runner on at first. The 0-1 is inside. Butcher backhands it out of the dirt, 1-1. Nick Kern has come into the game to play third base for the Stompers. He goes in Chris Quitzer's spot of the order. That is the 6th spot. Ball and a strike. Uresti digs in. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit. Now Barfield's going to play behind the runner. The runner goes, and the pitch is way inside. So no stolen base there for Matt Uresti. Two balls and a strike on Uresti. Clark's now at second. The pitch is hit in the air right field. That's carrying well. Miles Williams over. He's not going to get there. One hops off the base of the wall. Throw in from second is going to hold Uresti to a single, but the run does come in to score an RBI single, and it's 13-5. So the decision of Barfield playing behind the runner at first cost him a run. There, Clark went to second on a defensive indifference. No stolen base credited. And now Barfield's going to hold on the runner at first. Barfield does the same thing here, and now Matt Uresti's going to go to second base. So he was holding the runner on, and then he decided to play behind. Uresti takes off. He's at second. Oh, man, at second base, 2 out. The 0-1 pitch to Fornacci is hit on the ground to shortstop. High backhand, Romero. Long throw from the hole. Smooth play by Romero out at shortstop. That ends the inning. Vallejo puts up a run on the RBI single from Matt Uresti. We'll go to the last of the 6th. Stompers lead, 13-5.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Bottom of the sixth inning, it's 13-5, and we have some substitutions defensively for Vallejo. Coming into the game to play first base will be Graylin Durkee. Montreal Marshall is out of the game. Coming in to play third base, Zach Files. That pushes Fornacci from third to second, and Tillman Pugh comes out of the game. So Durkee is going to go into the cleanup spot, and Zach Files will go into the leadoff spot. 9-1-2 for the Stompers. Romero, Gata, and Barfield. Here's the first pitch from Bryce. Romero takes on the inside corner, a called strike. It's 0-1. Romero 1 for 3 in the ball game with an RBI single. He scored a run. 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt. He's also struck out a pair of times. This is his first at bat without a runner in scoring position tonight. The 1-1 from Bryce in the dirt ball 2. Only game of the night right here. San Rafael, Napa, and Salina have all completed their regular seasons. 2-1 pitch. And Romero comes up empty and a fastball lettered high, 2-2. Bryce from the windup, 2-2 pitch on the way. That is taken down low. Bryce thought he had strike 3. He started to walk around the mound. 6'5" right-hander on a payoff. Romero fouls it away. Payoff pitch one more time on the way to Romero, and he watches a fastball in the dirt. Leadoff walk for Rayson Romero. And now Nick Gata. Already 88 pitches out of the bullpen for Carl Bryce, but that's no matter for him. Started most of his time here this year. It's only his second appearance out of the pen. First pitch to Nick Gata. Swung on and missed. Gata 0 for 2, a sac fly and a walk, and he's just one shy from tying Zach Pace's single season record. The 0-1 at the knees, called strike 2. Was behind the count 0-2 in the 5th inning when he drew a walk. The 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Romero leads from first, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. The 1-2. Down low, a change up, miss. 2-2. Bryce at the belt, his 2-2 pitch. Got a spoil as an outside fastball. Two balls and 2 strikes. A walk to Romero opened the inning. It's 13-5 Stompers here in the middle third. Durkee holds on Romero at first base. The 2-2. High chopper right back to Bryce. He'll throw to first. 1 away. Romero goes up to second on the 1-hopper back to Bryce on the mound. So runner in scoring position for Jacob Barfield. Jacob Barfield is 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. He's walked twice and he's scored a run. He'll bat with Romero at second, 1 out. Bryce out of the stretch. Here's his first pitch. Barfield takes across the letters for strike 1. Bryce looks out towards second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Barfield takes a breaking ball in the dirt, backhanded nicely by Cooper. It's still night. Down to 72 degrees. It's dropped almost 20 degrees since first pitch. 1-1 breaking ball, swung on and missed. 1-2 on Barfield. Bryce is out of the stretch. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Barfield's down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Two out now, and Pedro Barrios will bat. Barrios in the game, he is 1 for 2, a double, a run scored, an RBI, a walk, and a hit by pitch. The first pitch from Bryce is called a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Barrios. From the stretch, the right-hander's 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. That is slicing toward the corner, and that will land foul. No balls and 2 strikes on Pedro Barrios. A walk to Romero. Got a bounce back to the box, and Barfield struck out. Romero with good speed out at second. 2 out. 0-2 on the way. Hit in the air to right field. Gomez going back, and he makes the catch. A line drive right at Vlad Gomez. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the 7th. It's the Stompers 13, the Admirals 5.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Zach Files leads off for the Admirals here in the top of the 7th inning, and the first pitch from Connor Arnold is swung on and missed. So Pugh goes 1 for 3 with a solo home run. Zach Files, left-handed hitter, the 0-1. Outside with a fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Out of the windup, Connor Arnold goes to work. His 1-1 is a little bit off that outside corner. Files took it. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 3. Connor Arnold's 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Though Files, after swinging at strike 1, takes 4 straight balls. He walks to open the inning. Dixon will hit with a runner at first and nobody out after the leadoff walk. The first pitch is on the outside corner, a 2-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Dixon walked and scored in the first, struck out. And then against Arnold, he singled through the right side in the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Good slider from Arnold, had good bite to it. 0-2 and Okoye Dixon, runner at first. Nobody out. Barrios shaded almost right up the middle. Long pause. Here's the 0-2. Outside and low, ball 1. Aikens on deck, top 7, 13-5. From the belt, 1-2 pitch. High and in on Dixon, 2-2. And to lift the hands out of the way to avoid from being hit by that fastball from Arnold. Deep on the left side of the infield, that's Kern and Romero. Barrios shaded up the middle. Barfield holds on, Files at first. Here's the 2-2. Fastball fouled back to the screen. Dixon, and then Akins, and then Graylin Durkee. Dixon rests the bat on the shoulder. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slider is off that outside corner, and the count is full. Missed a couple of ball lengths off that outside corner to Dixon. Arnold set at the belt. 3-2 on the way. Fastball popped up and out of play, back behind home plate. Three-two. Dixon climbs back in the right-handed batter's box. Akins waits on deck. Payoff one more time. And the dirt and back-to-back walks open the inning. First and second, nobody out, and now it's Nick Akins, Sr. at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. 21 home runs, 53 runs batted in. From the stretch, Arnold looks to second. Now the first pitch, and that is high and in on Akins. He lifts the arms out of the way. One ball, no strikes. Files at second, Dixon at first. The 1-0. Yes, he did. Maybe not. They'll appeal, and yes, he did. One and one, the count on Akins. The overshift's on. Barrios right up the middle. Arnold looks out towards second, deals on 1-1, and Akins watches a slider high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Nick Akins Sr. Back-to-back walks. Durkee on deck. The right-hander from the belt is 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A half-hearted swing on a fastball up and in by Akins. 2-2. Nobody out. First and second. Top 7. Arnold's 2-2 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Akins down on strikes. Third strikeout of the ball game for Connor Arnold. Graylin Durkee is batting in Montrell Marshall's spot of the order after coming in defensively in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Durkee hitting .295, 3 home runs, 23 runs batted in. He bats with Files at second, Dixon at first, 1 out. Arnold's first pitch. Checks his swing on a 2-seamer outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Marshall Schill up and throwing in the Stomper bullpen. Vallejo bullpen is quiet. Arnold at the belt, his 1-0. Durkee checks his swing, but it's called a strike at the belt. 1-1 the count. You can't make this stuff up. Schill's warming up, and Backstrom is waiting for, is that Backstrom? Waiting for the bathroom. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and an off-speed misses low and in. I think that's Backstrom. Ethington is going to join them. They're going to use the buddy system. That's smart. 2 balls and a strike on Graylin Durkee, left-handed hitting first baseman. Always need to be safe. 2-1 is popped out of play, 2-2. First and second, one out. Curran at third backs up and moves over toward the hole. 2-2 pitch. On the inside corner, no. A little bit off, says Adams, and that fills the count 3-2. Durkee waits. Arnold delivers a payoff. On the ground, right side, bounces over the bag. Barfield will flip to Arnold in time. Barfield bobbled it initially. Arnold over to cover the bag, and he was there in time, says Dean Poteet, 2 away. And now they ask Ron Adams. Oh, that's a scorekeeper's nightmare. They asked Ron Adams if he was on the base. He said he was not. So I'm going to have to erase this pen real quick and put Durkee at first. It's going to be an error on Jacob Barfield. So just one out and the bases are loaded. Here's Vlad Gomez, and the first pitch slider is hit down the left field line, hooking toward the corner. And foul, says Ron Adams. I don't know, we lost it. But we're going to go with that. Sounds good. Strike one. Once it went above the lights and down that left field line and never saw it again. Bases loaded and one out. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Fastball up and in. So that error by Barfield at first base, the first error in the game for either side. Oh, and 2 on Gomez. 1 for 3 in the ball game. Here's the pitch from Arnold. Swung on and missed. Went up and in with a fastball. Second strikeout in the inning for Connor Arnold. And the second time he struck out Gomez. So 2 away, Ryan Cooper will be the hitter. Cooper's 0 for 2. He struck out and flied to left. First pitch from Arnold. A little bit above the letters for ball 1. Files is at third. Dixon's at second. Durkee's at first. The 1-0 hit in the air down the right field line, slicing over into foul ground. Williams gives chase. He won't get there. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ryan Cooper, the catcher. Shill still throwing for the Stompers in the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch. Slider misses down low to Cooper, ball 2. Bases loaded, 2 out. 2-1 pitch on the way. And that's inside. That gets past Butcher, and Files will stay at third. Files didn't see it right away. Base is still loaded. 3-1. Bases loaded, 2 out. 3-1 the count. Arnold set the pitch to Cooper. High ball 4. Should be ball 4. But Cooper's going to stay at home plate. Dean Poteet's signaling 3-1 in, and so is Ron Adams. And so Arnold just got a free pitch. So here's the 3-1 again to Cooper. And, well, that's low, ball 4. Arnold thought it was a strike. He looks in and throws the hands up. So that's an RBI walk, and it is 13-6. Well, there's that old adage, the ball never lies. I don't know. I've never really heard it used much in baseball as much as you do in maybe basketball or football. But now Zach Pace is going to come out of the dugout, and that may be the end of the rope for Connor Arnold. Shill's been loosening. Arnold's going to hand the ball to Pace, so we'll take a break. It's 13-6 in the top of the 7th. Bases loaded, 2 out. Schill coming on. Chevy Clark is the batter. He'll face Marshall Schill, the 6-foot right-hander from Cottonwood, Arizona. With the bases loaded and 2 out, Schill in to face Clark after he got 2 hits off of Arnold, including a solo home run. The sidearm right-hander's first pitch is a slider through the back door to Clark. No balls and 1 strike, bases loaded and 2 out. Schill at the belt. The 0-1 pitch is outside. Slider stays off the plate. It's 1-1. Schill's 1-0 with a 2.61 ERA, 31 innings, 28 hits, 9 earned runs, 12 walks, and 37 strikeouts. From the belt, his 1-1 to Clark. Fastball fouled out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Clark. 2 for 3 in the ball game. One-two pitch on the way, and Clark loops it down the left field line. Long run, DeAngelis toward the corner. That's going to drop. Foul, says Ron Adams. Right near that left field line, it lands foul. Count stays 1-2 on Chevy Clark. Boy, that is inches. Inches foul. Not even 6. Maybe a ball's width off the left field line. Wow. So the count stays 1-2. Schill shakes off one side, now agrees. Bases loaded and 2 out. The pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball high and away gets Clark swinging, so we'll go to the last of the 7th. Stompers leading 13-6.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Bottom of the 7th inning. 13-6. Hibbert, Williams, and Kern due up for the Stompers for 5 and 6. Carl Bryce has gone 3+, and he has thrown 101 pitches, and he's still out there, as Jacob Cox is up in the Stomper bullpen. So Marshall Schill comes in, gets the out that he was looking to get, and it looks like it'll be Cox in the top of the 8th. Middle third of the order for the Stompers, leading by 7. Hibbert tripled his first time up tonight. First triple of the season, and he brought in 2 runs. Hibbert, the right-handed hitting center fielder, against Carl Bryce. First pitch at the bottom of the 7th is on the outside corner for strike 1. One pitch, and Hibbert chases a high fastball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Hibbert to open the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Bryce, and he's down on strikes. Fastball blew right by him. Nobody on, 1 out. And now it's Miles Williams. Williams is 0 for 3 tonight. He's got 3 strikeouts, hit by a pitch, and scored in the second inning. First pitch to Williams is high and in from Bryce. One 1-0. Bryce from the windup, 1-0 pitch on the way. Williams takes outside ball 2. Straight away in the outfield against Williams, the 2-0 pitch, and he takes high ball 3. Four walks for Bryce since entering the game. The 3-0. High, make that 4 walks. 1 out walk to Williams. And now it's Nick Kern. Kern batting for the first time tonight. .231 with 4 home runs and 15 runs batted in. First pitch from Bryce. Low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Quitzer ends the night 2 for 3, a double, an RBI triple, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Here's the 1-0. Kern takes a strike on the outside corner. The 1-1. Oh, inside, and did it get him? Yes, it did. Kern's going to go down to first base on the hit by pitch. Stompers have first and second with 1 out. Butcher is scheduled to hit, and it's going to be Daniel Molinari, who has come out into the on-deck circle. So everybody's been used tonight for the Stompers. Molinari, the last one to come off the bench. And for Daniel Molinari, as he's being introduced on the season, he's hitting .266. He does have 4 home runs and 17 runs batted in. First and second for Molinari. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Bryce. Misses outside and low, ball 1. So Butcher ends the night 1 for 2, an RBI single, an RBI walk, 2 walks total, and 2 runs scored. Williams at second, Kern at first. Here's the 1-0. Molinari takes on the outside corner, strike 1. One and 1 the count on Daniel Molinari, right-handed hitting catcher. The pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 2. So it'll be Cox in the 8th. Williams and Kern, the base runners. 1-2 pitch. Molinari hits a curveball down the right field line, giving chase Durkee and Gomez, and it will land foul. Still 1-2 on Molinari. A strikeout that has opened the inning to Hibbert. Williams walked, and then Kern was hit by a pitch. Molinari makes his way back toward home plate, picks up his bat. Now climbs back in against Bryce. Play him straight away defensively. There's the 1-2. Outside with a fastball. Bryce missed badly there. Molinari, who homered Friday night, feeling under the weather in San Rafael, going the other way in that ball game. That was his fourth. Waits the 2-2 from Bryce here, and it's on its way, and Molinari takes the breaking ball low and in, so that fills the count. The 15th full count that the Stompers have been in tonight. 15 full counts. The 3-2. Swung on and missed strike three. Two away on the Molinari strikeout, and now it's Rob DeAngelis. Stompers 15 full counts, 10 walks, 13 strikeouts for the Stompers offensively here in the game tonight. DeAngelis at the plate. He is 1 for 3. First pitch from Bryce. In the dirt that gets past Cooper. Both runners will move up 90 feet. The Stompers have second and third with 2 out now. DeAngelis at the plate. He brought in a run on a single in the second, later scored. Reached on catcher's interference in the third and scored. And he has struck out twice. Right-hander up in the Vallejo bullpen. And a right-hander up for the Stompers. That's Jacob Cox. The 1-0 pitch is taken off the inside corner, ball 2. (13-6). Stompers lead bottom of the 7th. Bryce from the belt, the 2-0. DeAngelis takes across the letters, a called strike. Changeup from Bryce stayed up in the zone. The 2-1 pitch. DeAngelis fouls it back to the screen, 2-2. And it got Ron Adams in the back. It bounced off the netting, hit Ron Adams. Never seen that either. Second and third, 2 away, 2-2. DeAngelis trying to add to that RBI total. He has 36. The pitch. Hit in the air to right. Gomez to his right and in. He camps under it, and he makes the catch. So that ends the inning. We'll go to the top of the 8th. It's the Stompers 13, the Admirals 6.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Jacob Cox, the new Stomper pitcher in the top of the 8th. He'll face the 8-9-1 spots, Uresti, Fornacci, and Files. Cox is 6'5", right-hander from Fresno, California. He works out of the windup in his first pitch to Uresti. A fastball swung on and missed. Uresti is 2 for 3 in the game, a pair of hits and an RBI. Cox on the season making his 22nd appearance, an ERA of 5.44. He's 3-0. 49 2/3. He's allowed 39 runs on 51 hits. His 0-1 pitch is fouled out of play, 0-2. He struck out 43 make it, and walked 34. 0-2 the count on Uresti. Left-handed hitting shortstop. Cox downhill on 0-2. Shoots it down the left field line, foul. Still 0-2 on Uresti as we're into the 8th. We have eclipsed 3 hours tonight. The 0-2. High and away, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes on Uresti. Both times he's reached on singles, he was stranded at second base. 7-run ball game in the top of the 8th. The 1-2 from Cox, fouled out a play off to the left. So Uresti putting up a pretty good battle against Cox here in the 8th. We'll have to see who comes on in the 9th. Richardson was the only man out of the bullpen not used yesterday afternoon. Everybody was used. Was Dalla, Ethington, Schill, Backstrom, and Cox. So Richardson hasn't pitched since Friday night in San Rafael. So he's probably going to be the 9th inning guy tonight. Even though the Stompers have a 7-run lead. If it holds. 1-2. They play Uresti straight away. Pitch from Cox. Slider misses low and in. Fornacci waits on deck. Deep all the way around the infield. Cox's 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off as it hits Molinari in the foot. Molinari is going to get a couple of extra seconds to try and walk it off from Ron Adams as he hand delivers a new baseball to Jacob Cox. Uresti back in the box in a 2-2 count to lead off this top of the 8th. Cox gets the sign. He kicks and deals on 2-2, and Uresti fouls it back to the screen. And it almost missed. It almost got Adams again. Ron Adams has had some tough luck tonight. He's caught a couple of foul balls, and he caught one that was fouled back to the screen, and it came back and hit him on the fly. He hit him in the back. He's like, oh, what was that? Realized that. It was a baseball. That should make some sense, shouldn't it? 2-2 one more time. And now time's called. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Four foul balls in the at-bat by Uresti. Here's the pitch. That's way outside. Cox missed badly. And the count is full with Fornacci on deck. Here's the payoff. Uresti fouls it down the right field line. We're going to be here all night, Mr. Uresti. This is the 6th full count that Vallejo's been in offensively. The Stompers have been in 15. Eleventh pitch of the AB to open the 8th on its way from Cox, and that almost hit him. So a leadoff walk for Matt Uresti, 3rd time he's been on base tonight. Here's Fornacci, the third baseman. He's 0 for 3, flying to left, flying to right, grounded to short. Cox working from the stretch now. His first pitch to Fornacci is popped up. Shallow right. Back goes Barrios. On comes Williams in foul territory. Pedro Barrios cannot make the basket catch. He had a long way to go down that right field line. He was playing up the middle in double play depth. It was popped into foul territory just off the infield down the right field line. Barrios actually got there in time to make a play, but a tough play on the run for Barrios. He tried the basket-style catch and it was unsuccessful, so it's strike one on Chris Fornacci. Short lead at first for Uresti, the 0-1, and Fornacci hits it in the air to right. Back on it goes Williams. That'll stay in the ballpark. Williams has a play and he makes the catch. So Fornacci takes an 0 for 4 tonight. Runner at first and 1 out. Zach Files is the hitter. He walked and scored in the 7th inning. That was his first plate appearance of the night. First pitch from Cox is outside, ball 1. Files now, Dixon to follow, and then Akins. Cox in his 4th year with the Stompers. The 1-0. Low, that gets past Molinari, and Uresti's going to go to second on a pass ball. Two balls and no strikes on the left-handed hitting third baseman, Zach Files. Uresti's at second base with 1 out. And after Files, the big bat's coming up. Dixon and then Akins and Durkee. The 2-0. Very high. Molinari has to leap out of the crouch. 3-0. Files rests the bat on the shoulder now, lifts it up. Cox on 3-0, misses outside, ball 4. Pair of walks in the inning, 1 to Uresti and 1 to Files. First and second, 1 out. Dixon's 1 for 2, a single. He struck out. He's walked twice and scored a run. The first pitch from Cox is a slider over the heart of the plate for strike 1, and Dixon was backing out of the box before the pitch was even thrown. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Cox on 0-1. Another slider. This one misses high and in. One ball, one strike on Dixon. Dixon steps out, readjusts the batting gloves, now climbs back in. Jacob Cox set at the chest. The 1-1. Slider popped out of play, 1-2. One ball, two strikes the count. The 1-2 from Cox. A tapper back to the mound. He'll field. He'll look to third, spin around, throw to first. And that is out number 2. Two on and two out in the top of the 8th, and now it's Nick Aiken Sr. as Jacob Cox will get a fresh baseball. Second and third, Cox from the stretch. First pitch to Aiken. It's a slider at the letter. Swung on and missed. Identifies as a hanger. And Aiken's missed it. Cox comes set. His 0-1. Popped up shallow center. Barrios, the second baseman, goes out. He makes the catch. No runs, no hits. 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Stompers up 13-6.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Bottom of the 8th. 13-6. Grayson Romero, Nick Gatta, and Jacob Barfield in the last of the 8th against new pitcher Jacob Wark. So Wark, who's a position player, he's going to come in and make his first appearance of the season. First pitch to Romero is high and away. Carl Bryce goes 4 1/3 in relief tonight as Romero takes on the outside corner 1-1. 4 1/3, he throws 123 pitches. The 1-1 is up and in on Romero. So 123 in 4 innings would be 31 pitches an inning. And that is no doubt out of here. See you later. A solo home run for Grayson Romero. His 4th, and it is 14-6. The last time the Stompers saw a position player, it was in the 30-5 win, and they scored 11 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Now, I'm not saying they're going to do that against Wark here, but Grayson Romero has just led off the bottom of the 8th inning with a solo home run. It's 14-6, and here's Nick Gatta. First pitch to Gatta is low and away. The 1-0 pitch to Gatta is upstairs. So Richardson's up in the Stomper bullpen in an 8-run game. It'll be at least 8 when he comes in, maybe more. The 2-0. Gatta takes across the belt, strike 1. Two-one pitch to Gatta. He takes a big swing and comes up empty, and the count's even at 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way, and Gatta takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner. No, Gatta didn't think so. But he's down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Here's Jacob Barfield. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and 2 walks, and you know he's licking the chops to face Wark. Wark's going to work out of the windup. The first one to Barfield. Down low, ball 1. Barfield, the last time he faced a position player, hit a 3-run home run to break the new record in that game. So he made it 22 at the time. That was in the 8th inning against Napa last week. And the pitch misses outside 2-0. And something is over the plate here. That is up and in. And you could hear Barfield from up here. He sounded like, well, sounded like a wounded dog or something. I mean, he yelped trying to get out of the way of that fastball high and in. The 3-0. That's high ball 4. So Barfield does not get a chance to swing the bat. He walks on 4 pitches. And now it's Pedro Barrios. Man at first and 1 out for Barrios. He's got a double in the game. Oh, the first pitch is low. And Barrios has done just about everything. He was hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's doubled. He's scored a run, and he's driven in a run. He's grounded out, and he's flied out. 1-0 is low, ball 2. Barfield will not be held on by Durkee. The 2-0 pitch is rolled foul up long third. Romero led off the bottom of the 8th with his 4th home run, a no-doubter to left center. 2-1 pitch. Fouled into the glove of Cooper, 2-2. These are the at-bats for the Stompers that even though you are up 14-6, tonight being the final game of the regular season, trying to get those at-bats in for Friday night. The 2-2, Barrios bangs a single to right. Here they go again. I've seen this movie before. So Matt Hibbert will bat. First and second, one out. Hibbert is 1 for 2. He tripled and brought in 2 runs and scored. And he struck out first pitch. He goes around 3/4 of the way. That is strike 1 on Hibbert. Barfield is at second. Barrios is at first. The 0-1. Oh, it got him. That loads the bases. And the bases are loaded for Miles Williams. Here's Miles Williams. He is 0 for 3. First pitch is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Kern waits on deck. Here's the 1-0. Oh, yep, that's a grand slam. How far will that one go for Miles Williams, 15th of the season? They're doing it again, folks. They're doing it again. It's 18-6 on the Miles Williams grand slam. That home run is brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. Still only 1 out, and in steps Nick Kern. Miles Williams now with 15 home runs and 56 runs batted in. First pitch to Kern is inside, 1-0. Works 1-0. He floats one across the letters for strike 1. The 1-1 up near the head of Kern, ball 2. The 2-1 to Kern. At the letters, are called strike 2. 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and there's only 1 out. 2-2 pitch on the way, and Kern is down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Jacob Wark. And now it's Daniel Molinari. Molinari is 0 for 1 in the game with a strikeout. He's got 4 home runs and 17 runs batted in. First pitch to Molinari is taken off the inside part of the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. We say it all the time. Ryan Richardson has been warming up for what seems like forever. Pitch is down low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Work from the windup, the pitch. It's outside, ball 3. Rob DeAngelis is on deck. The 3-0. Inside, ball 4. So a 2-out base runner on the walk. Now Rob DeAngelis will hit. He's the 9th Stomper to hit in the inning. So this is the 3rd time tonight that the Stompers have had at least 9 men come to the plate. First pitch to DeAngelis is low and in, ball 1. The 1-0. What was that? Oh my gosh. That slipped out of the hand of Jacob Wark and went all the way to the backstop on a fly. (2-0) on DeAngelis. Molinari's at first. He's not held on. 2-0. 9 away, ball 3. Three ball, no strike pitch on the way to DeAngelis, and that floats over the outside corner, a called strike. 3-1 the count on DeAngelis. Wark from the stretch, here's the pitch. DeAngelis takes called strike 2 at the letters. Counts full on DeAngelis. Molinari will get a head start. Romero's on deck. The payoff pitch is in the dirt. Back-to-back 2-out walks, and the Stompers have hit around for the 2nd time in the ballgame. Here's Rayson Romero. He led off the inning with a solo home run, a no-doubter to left. Romero, 2 for 4 in the game, a pair of RBIs, a single and a home run. First pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. And Romero this year does not have a multi-home run game. The 1-0. Fouled out of play, 1-1. We're not saying anything, but he has a chance to do it twice in 1 inning. One and one. Romero stands in. The pitch from Wark. Outside, ball 2. 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and it's 18-6. Two-one pitch. Tie ball 3. Back-to-back 2-out walks that put Molinari at second and DeAngelis at first. Now it's the 3-1. Outside, and he's walked the bases loaded. Here's Nick Gatta. Bases are loaded for Nick Gatta. First pitch to Gatta. High, ball 1. Going out to the mound to talk to Jacob Wark is the catcher, Ryan Cooper. One and 0 pitch to Gatta is taken on the inside corner. That's called a strike. 1-1. Ryan Richardson's got to be down there in the bullpen going, God, somebody get out. He only has so many bullets left in the arm. 1-1. Fouled straight back. One ball and 2 strikes on Nick Gatta. He was the first out of the inning. He struck out after Romero's home run to lead off the bottom of the 8th. He's the 11th man to hit the 1-2. Fouled off again. Bases loaded. Molinari at third. DeAngelis at second. Romero at first. Got at the plate the 1-2. Fouled off, and it got Ron Adams, and it's been a tough night for everybody that stepped behind home plate. For Jimenez, for Cooper, for Butcher, for Molinari. Well, we're behind home plate. The count's 1-2, and now Ron Adams gets it for a third time. Twice on a foul ball directly off the bat. The third time was on a foul ball that came back and hit the screen and then got him in the back. That was the most interesting foul ball I think I've ever seen. The count's 1-2. Gotta stands in, left-handed hitter. Looking for his first hit of the night. The pitch is high on Gata. Jacob Wark. Remember, we're playing the game tonight because of the rain out, and we had a home run derby. Wark actually won that home run derby. And Gata fouls the 2-2 away again. So that night is the reason that we're playing this game here tonight. And Wark, the man that played football at Oregon State, he was a tight end, along with playing baseball there, is 2-2. Outside on Gata, and the count is full. Well, folks, Gata is one walk away from tying his manager, Zach Pace. The payoff, runners go. Gata shoots it down the left field line, foul. Tenth pitch of the at-bat coming up to Nick Gata. Working at a tremendous pace. Runners go. Payoffs outside, and Nick Gata, that's his 84th walk of the season. A run comes in to score, and that ties Zach Pace for the all-time record for walks in a single season in the Pacific Association. So Nick Gata draws his 84th walk, and he has tied manager Zach Pace. We're going to have a mound visit, and we're going to have a pitching change. Vlad Gomez is going to come in from right field and pitch. Jacob Wark's going to go to right field. So Gomez is going to throw a couple warm-up tosses, and we're going to take a quick break. New pitcher is going to be Vlad Gomez. Jacob Wark goes out to right. Gomez making his first appearance of the year. He'll face Jacob Barfield. First pitch, outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Gomez works out of the windup with the bases loaded and 2 out. Here's his 1-0. And Barfield takes on the high outside corner, strike 1. Gomez, who's up there with Miles Williams for the best arm in the outfield in the league, that's for sure. He'll work out of the windup. Here's his 1-1 pitch on the way. That's a breaking ball, low and in on Barfield, ball 2. Six runs in this inning already. Gomez kicks. Here's the 2-1. Low. That gets past Cooper, and they're just going to stay put. Cooper's chasing it all the way around the backstop. It skipped over toward the third base dugout, hit the screen right where the screen's held up by the pole, and that pole kicked it all the way around from the third base on deck circle to the first base on deck circle. The 3-1 pitch to Barfield. High fastball, and he swings and misses, and the count is full. Runners will get a head start. Payoff pitch on the way from Gomez to Barfield, and he goes down on strikes. So we will head to the 9th inning here tonight. Ryan Richardson into the ball game. It's 19-6.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Top of the 9th inning, Graylin Durkee is going to lead things off for Vallejo. It's 19-6, and Ryan Richardson is into the ballgame. The 5'10 right-hander from Spokane, Washington. His first pitch to Durkee is swung on and fouled out of play. So for Richardson, this year he's 2-0, a 0.52 ERA. In 34 1/3, 3 runs, 2 earned, 16 hits, 2 walks, and 44 strikeouts. Celebrated a 30th birthday yesterday. His 0-1 to Durkee is down the middle, a called strike. The count's 0-2. So Richardson, only the third man out of the bullpen. Well, the fourth. The pitch is fouled out of play. Still 0-2. Connor Arnold was not on the lineup card as a bullpen arm tonight, but he does pitch 2 2/3, and right now Arnold is in line for the win tonight. The 0-2 is off the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Final game of the regular season, the final 3 outs of the regular season, and it's Ryan Richardson to get him against Durkee, Gomez, and Cooper. At the belt from the stretch, the right-handers 1-2. Change up, check swing, and he got him. Called strike 3, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. So Graylin Durkee goes down on strikes to open the inning. Gomez, the pitcher. He came in the bottom of the 8th inning. That sounds funny, huh? Richardson's first pitch. Gomez, and he swings and fouls it out of play. Gomez and then Cooper with 1 out in the top of the 9th. It's a 13-run ball game. Richardson from the belt. Here's his 0-1 on the way to Gomez. He takes a changeup in the dirt, and that evens the count at 1-1. It was Gibbons for 4, Arnold for 2 2/3. Schill got 1 out, and Cox for 1 inning. Now the closer, Richardson. Is 1-1, swung on and missed. One ball, 2 strikes. Richardson a day after he turned 30. Is 1-2 to Gomez. Swung on and missed. Molinari blocks it. He'll pick it up with the bare hand, and he'll toss it lightly to first. Back-to-back strikeouts for Richardson here in the 9th. Vallejo down to their final out here tonight, and the Stompers 1 out left in the regular season. Cooper at the plate, right-handed hitting catcher. Richardson's first pitch, a fastball, misses off the outside corner. One ball, no strikes on Cooper. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. One ball, 1 strike on Cooper. Richardson set. His 1-1 pitch on the way. Cooper swings through a fastball 1-2, and now Vallejo down to their final strike. Cooper in. Richardson set. His 1-2 pitch on the way. Hit in the air. Foul territory, first base side. Barfield's over. He settles down in front of the dugout. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The regular season is done here in 2019. Final time of tonight's ball game, 3 hours and 47 minutes. Stompers win 19-6, the final line score. Stompers 19 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They strand 13. And for Vallejo, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They leave 9. The Stompers.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best